So I made a video like this during Caitlyn Clark's rookie season. I was really vague and I kept it pretty short and sweet because, it was the rookie season and, now I can see a couple years in that what I was saying back then is exactly what it is. I was saying teams are going to implement the Jordan rules on Caitlyn Clark. It's too much hate and she's too much against what the status quo in the WNBA is. I'm not going to go all the way into that because I'm not trying to get all offensive and stuff like that, but she's a lot different than a lot of the players that are in the WNBA. She represents something different. She's also the reason that so much money is flooded in and people are getting paid now. And that's why I say they are in the wrong for how they treat that girl. She is being bullied. I don't care what anybody says. There ain't no way around it. She's being bullied. Nobody's just taking up for her or, when she cries, the refs come and da-da-da. No, when she's out there flipping out, a lot of times it's for good reason. Now, are most scorers and superstar players kind of prima donnas and don't like to get touched? Yes. But the way the glazed look on these girls' eyes when they get on this girl's head is unreal. And, again, it made me think about the Jordan rules. If we can't stop his strengths, let's just beat him up. And that's what they're doing to Caitlyn Clark. And what's crazy is she's still balling on him. She's still putting up 27. She's still putting up 30. This girl's cracking him from 30 feet out. She's a serious baller. And if she's going to have a long career, she's going to have... Here's the thing, man. The refs are only going to be able to protect her for so long. After a while, even to the refs, she's going to become a burden. And teams are going to keep sending goons after her that have all they fouls to give to beat the heck out of her to try to beat her. So, to me, and this is what I said the last time, Caitlyn Clark is going to have to start swinging on people. Lil Paige, she grew up around sisters. Sophie, I don't know who all Sophie grew up around, but they know not to just play with Sophie like that because they know she will throw down. She will squabble. Caitlyn, she's a little Midwest white girl, probably from the church and all that stuff, and you playing in a league full of G's. These girls is G's from the city. They aggressive. You know what I'm saying? And you look like lunch meat to them. You look soft. All that crying and stuff and no action, they're going to keep trying you. And if they got to get fines, they're going to get fines, but they're going to keep trying you to see what you're going to do. So Caitlyn, she might as well start popping them in the face and going ahead and spending that fine money. Going ahead and sending some money back every night just in case I got to break one of these girls' nose. And if they whoop you in the process, so be it. But you know what? They're not going to keep coming at you like you cake mix if you start swinging on them. Bullies like the least road travel. They like the road less traveled. They don't want full-blown confrontation. They want people they can walk over. Bullies don't want it with somebody that they know is going to fight back. Bottom line, I guess you got to kind of use some race in this. I'm going to use the Eminem story when G-Unit and Eminem and all them, D12, they was all shooting a video. And Suge Knight and a bunch of his blood homies and Mexican homies pulled up. And Eminem was one of the first ones like, hey man, if we're going to scrap, we're going to scrap. I'm not running from nothing. Other cats around him who have more street credit was running. That day, M gained his credit where people were like, all right, this dude ain't joking. You know, he's from Detroit. You know, he been having to get into with brothers his whole life over this hip hop thing, defending himself. What's one more time? Yeah, I done heard everything. I done heard all this stuff about Suge, but I'm not running. I'm not going home to flip burgers and wash dishes for $5 no more. In his mind, if I run, I'm gonna be back in 8 Mile washing dishes and living at my mama's house. So he manned up. And that's what Caitlyn got to do. Caitlyn got to look at it like, man, if I keep letting these girls punk me, I'm going to end up back in Iowa, you know, working a regular waitress job or something, which that probably honestly ain't going to happen. But I'm just saying, something got to click in her to be like, look, I'm going to be here and I ain't going nowhere. Y'all not going to take this game I love away from me. I don't care. Y'all want to try that bully stuff? I'm going to match your energy. And I promise you, once she puts a black, well, I guess you can't put a black on, but anyway, we ain't gonna go there. Once she busts somebody's lip up, once they know, hey man, this hey, homegirl done got tough. She ain't with that crap no more. She's going to fight if we try to fight her. She's coming out swinging. If she starts moving like that, soon enough, man, the word's going to get around and, you know, they're going to go find somebody else to pick on. But all that just crying, look, the league's only going to be able to protect you and hold your hand for so long. You're going to have to take your own respect. You are going to have to take your respect. They're not just going to hand it to you. They done already gave you the keys to the league. You know, you're getting big dough, all this stuff. We gave you that. But now you're going to have to take your respect too. Mark my words. She starts squabbling. She starts letting them know, hey, you come at me, I'm going to give you everything you're looking for. Watch how the respect goes up for Caitlyn Clark and people quit trying her. And I'm going to just say this too. To all my sisters, I love y'all. I'm going to have more conversations with my sisters and stuff like this. But saying that brothers are just taking up for Caitlyn Clark and stuff like that, and we weak for that, and she's not gonna date us and all that, you guys are cheapening yourselves up because we got cameras. The cameras are showing you that they are beating her down intentionally. And she's not, and everybody in the league don't get treated like that. So don't say it's just a rough game. Don't cheapen yourself up by acting like what's happening isn't happening. Ain't nobody going after Caitlyn Clark. I mean, she's a beautiful girl, but the bottom line is she's a baller and they beating her up. And she got to take her respect back. That's all it is to it.